And we're going to welcome to the show now NewsNation national security contributor, former CIA officer and former FBI special agent, Tracy Walder. Tracy, thanks for joining us. This investigation is still in its early stages. What can you tell us about what authorities might be looking for at this point?
Well, thank you so much for having me. And, one of the things they're actually not looking for that stood out to me is it did say that they're not currently looking for a suspect until everything has been investigated. So what that tells me right off the bat is that there is no risk to the public. They are not necessarily thinking that this is some kind of a home invasion robbery gone wrong. It is most likely a targeted attack. So in my opinion, that is the biggest thing that stood out to me.
Right. I mean, this Brentwood neighborhood, we know it's affluent. There's probably a lot of security cameras that are around as well. I imagine they're looking through whatever they can gather and glean from there, too. And in fact, TMZ is also reporting, though, that the wounds are consistent with a knife. What can you piece together based on this information and knowing that you don't believe that the surrounding areas are, in any threat, in any danger?
Yeah, so just a little bit more about Brentwood. It's actually where a lot of my family lives. That area, a lot of the homes are gated in, if that makes any sense. They're not necessarily on top of each other. And so you would have to have probably access to that gate to be allowed in. I'm assuming his home has a gate or someone scaled it, which I highly doubt because the security camera would have caught that. Typically in a stabbing situation, particularly one, it sounds like in the middle of the day because the call came in at about 3:20. It sounds to me a bit personal, or it was a weapon of opportunity. Maybe he didn't own a gun. However, there are knives in a home just for cooking and things of that nature. So those are just the two things that really stand out.
And they have been pretty tight-lipped about it, investigators, so far. But we are expecting to find out more this morning. What do you think we're going to be hearing today?
I honestly think that they will probably have a suspect named at that point in time. Obviously, they are speaking with the family. They are speaking to anyone who had contact with them, going through their security cameras, all of that. I believe, particularly because they said, essentially the public's not at risk, that they will make an announcement on a suspect.
And why do you think authorities haven't released the names of the victims? They did confirm that this is the home of director Rob Reiner and his wife, Michelle, there. But why do you think they aren't releasing their identities, even though they've said it's a 78-year-old man and a 68-year-old woman?
I mean, you're right. The ages obviously match them. It is their home. I think one of the things they're doing is remaining incredibly tight-lipped. I think a pattern we've seen, and a pattern I have said on here I don't like before, is too much information has come out, and then that needs to be walked back. And with social media and misinformation really spreading like wildfire, the best thing to do is to wait until that conference when potentially they have a suspect in custody and can formally name the victims.
Right. And we have heard from Mayor Bass as well, saying it's a big loss for the city, but not mentioning anything about the crime that has apparently taken place there. Tracy Walder, thank you so much. Great to see you.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.